those stages, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get back there in like 2 seconds, and I'm gonna do it better. I told myself I'd just be casual and not get upset when I did stupid stuff. But that's not gonna happen. Way overshoot. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Hate those guys hitting me when I go through the pipes. That was dumb. And I missed out on the continue there, too, because of it. Grab those rings. Get both of them back. Holy sub-pixels, Batman. Jesus. Oh. There we go. On that. because of that. There. Skip all the water. Now I'm gonna take this boss a little slower than normal, because this boss always terrified me as a kid, just somewhat, because Tails would always hit the boss before me when I'd jump at the boss, and then Sonic would just fall through the boss during the boss's invincibility frames, resulting in me dying. And I'm gonna avoid that happening altogether. I know getting Sonic and Tails bouncing in sync on top of them kills them a lot faster, but I'm just gonna aim towards not accidentally getting myself killed. Just passed right through that guy. What are hitboxes? I'm okay when... Oh. That stupid arrow. Yay, extra life. And to continue. Which is really 3 extra lives, so 4 extra lives. Be slow here, because this level is really lame when you fall into the water. What is level geometry? Oh. Out of my way. Oh. Slow scroll. Oh, this isn't... I don't know why I was thinking that was the right one. Well, he came out of nowhere. Of course, this is the level that forever turned the casino levels into A Sonic staple. Ah! That was bizarre. And the end of the level. Oh, not quite high enough. I've always found that row of little like slot things that block that wall bizarre. Time to hold right a lot. I don't want to waste my speed shoes. Oh, that's cool game. That's super awesome. Just take it all from me. No, this level doesn't have a lot of things that kill. This level doesn't have a lot of things that will kill you. That sentence was unbelievably hard to say for some reason. So losing all your rings doesn't really do anything other than annoy the crap out of you. Blah. Oh, you little... I messed up when I was entering this room because this boss is much easier if you can just get on that middle blue block. Here we go. There. That's the way you're supposed to fight that thing. I am an idiot. Oh, Tails, please stop. You are making this so much harder than it needs to be right now. Why do my instinct to jump up ramps is not doing me any favors right now. I haven't even gotten one stored spin dash off of those. Oh. I knew one of these had invincibility in it. Which this level has This is one of the first levels that really has a lot of hazards in it. That'll just steal your rings. Often. Didn't quite make it. Actually, I'm gonna grab these rings, just to be safe. Lag. I don't know why this emulator is lagging so badly right now. My computer's probably doing something right now that's stupid and related to Microsoft. Updates running or something? No. Full screen that sucker. Well, stopping it for a second helped. I don't know why it was doing that. Oops. See, I don't have all the classic Sonic levels memorized. One of these days, I'd like to actually really get down to the nitty-gritty and potentially learn how to speedrun some of these games, but my years of playing Sonic give me a natural inclination that whenever I see a slope while I'm moving quickly, I just want to jump. Especially the way Sonic levels tend to be designed, it's usually a good instinct and will save you time in a lot of circumstances. So sometimes I'll just jump to my detriment. Okay, and I always like those little crushy platforms in this level because of how well they seem to go along with the beat. Little crushy stalactites and stalagmites. I gotta be careful. I think it's on this level. There is the Pit O' Doom. That's not a bottomless pit. It's a pit. It's a really huge pit filled with spikes that if you miss grabbing the little lever in front of it, you fall into the pit filled with spikes, and it's too tall, and there's no spring, so it's basically a bottomless pit that's not a bottomless pit. It's not the most well-designed piece of level geometry. You just kind of have to sit there and wait for the spikes to kill you. Remember finding it after I had unlocked Supersonic one time and just being forced to wait a pretty long time. And I think it's coming up somewhat soon in this level. I'm always really scared of it. Because it's a much more... That's it right there. If you fall down that pit, it's basically a bottomless pit, except for it has spikes on it, which makes it twice as obnoxious because you have to wait for a slow death. Stop that. You know what, I almost got an extra life. Let's go for it. I don't like to go out of my way for rings too often, but... when I'm about to get an extra life, I might as well take it. I haven't really gone after Supersonic for a long time in this game. It's just... the bonus stages aren't nearly as fun as playing in main game, so... Whoa. Thank you, Tails. You were actually quite helpful there. Just take this cautiously so I can get myself a continue after the level. I don't need to stockpile lives too much for most of the zones, but like... Wing Fortress has a couple of sections that are ridiculous. And then, of course, this game has a ridiculous final boss. It's like, this really isn't a hard platformer until the very end, and then it kind of decides to just throw a bunch of really silly stuff at you. Mostly there's one section in Wing Fortress where you have to move across some very fast disappearing platforms. And then there's, you know, the final boss. You have a very small window to hit a giant death hurt box 12 times with no rings. Of course, this and Metropolis are when things start to get quite a bit less friendly as well. There's a lot of stuff that wants to hurt you in this level, so I am taking things a little bit slower now. If I were better at these games, you can basically skip all of Oil Ocean by just spin dashing underneath the entire level. In the oil, there's a little gap where you can spin dash underneath everything that they try and block your progress with. Thank you, Tails. There I was trying to be all snazzy. Oh. Tails is down there freaking out. Being cautious right now because I'm gonna keep all these rings through the end of the level since I gathered so many of them. That was interesting. I'm gonna take this one. Wah! Those deceptive times in Sonic when you have to go left. Now time for a boss that I don't think they really thought out very well. Now time for one of the most awesome zones in classic Sonic. And a very, very long one at that. Really is funny what a big percentage of this game is Metropolis. Oh. Whoa! I'm probably gonna get hit a lot here. There's a lot of things. All of the things are trying to kill you in Metropolis. And they just love to put enemies at the end of those ramps. It's like, we're gonna suck all of the momentum out of you and then put an enemy in front of you. Not likely to kill you the way that Sonic games work, but pretty sure to take your rings. Good job, Tails. Tails tries so hard. There we go. And that was just Act 1. Oh. I swear the game made a jump and put there. That was me just sucking. Ow. The game just propels you right into that enemy. Jeez. Whoa! I got on the wrong side of that gear. Oh, you know, Robotnik wasn't really thinking a whole lot when he designed these grasshopper enemies. They are just doomed to die the second that they miss. I'm just gonna stand there to grab that ring. Go ahead and grab that extra life. We'll say that was intentional. Oh, son of a... Ugh. Okay. Crisis averted. Like super cautious right now. There's not a whole lot left to this level. Cannot jump off ledges when I'm not in a ball. There. I get introduced to this gimmick in this level. When those enemies off screen hit you, know, if you play as Sonic by himself, it's a lot harder for some of these enemies to trigger. I remember I used to just play Sonic only, just because it would make Metropolis easier, really, for the most part. Obviously, if you really want to do things quickly, it's much faster to have Tails along, because then you can just do double damage to every boss, but... Oh, whoops. Stand there and grab those rings, and then keep moving. I knew there was something at the top of that, and it's... Great. I got him! This is the easy way to avoid getting hit by this guy. I thought it was just another one of those praying mantis enemies, which I think I called grasshoppers earlier. They're clearly not grasshoppers, but I thought it was one of the praying mantis enemies at the top of that, which was like, okay, well, that's a pain, but I can deal with that. Okay. That is another really nastily placed enemy. If I remember correctly, this sequence is close to the end of the level. Okay, this... not cool. Okay. I want Tails to land with me. That's fine. I want Tails to be in sync with me for this, because I don't want him accidentally baiting some of the other enemies to attack out of sync. Just makes this whole section a lot harder. Yeah. Because if Tails isn't in sync with me, then all of those little starfish can just wreck me easily. Used to happen all the time to me as a kid. Oh, come on, Tails, you can do better than that. Let me see if I can bait Tails to hit him. Thank you, Tails. This is obviously the way that they intended you to hit them. Right there is to wait for that. Of course, the less... It's always great when you get one right as you get the final hit on a boss. This is such a simple level. I always am, like, terrified, though, that, like, the tornado isn't going to catch me. Just defeating these enemies before they have a chance to actually do anything makes things even simpler. I will let him do it. Oh, no, I'm gonna hit him. Of course, there's no checkpoint in this level either, too, which means if you somehow manage to get hit by all these enemies enough times to lose everything, it's a really slow time to go back through it. Oh. I was not prepared for that. I always get hit there. Failing to grab rings back is not good. Okay. That's all that matters. That's basically the end of the level? Yeah, that's the end of the level. Okay. Time for this semi-terrifying level. Get up there. That corner is always unbelievably obnoxious. I'm going for an extra life here that's just because I anticipate that I may die on the one part of honestly fairly difficult platforming in this level. See if I can build up enough speed. I'm gonna try for something here. Okay, that gets in the way. There's a skip that I used to know I could do a supersonic that skips a big chunk of the level. Like, you just barely reach that. Like, Supersonic has a really easy time getting up over that. I wonder if I can bounce off of those boxes. Not quite. No. Looks like I'll just have to do this the regular way. They put that real precise. Oops. I think the speedruns, there's like a zip or something in this level that lets you skip a big chunk of it. So this part of the level right here is terrifying. I'm gonna wait for that to disappear, come back, and... Oh, wow. Good thing I just got that extra life. So, that was much harder when I was younger. Though I forgot the one weird thing here is that if you hold forward while that thing's launching you on its trajectory, then it kills your momentum, thus killing you. Yeah, kind of not the best way that they program these little... I don't even know what they're supposed to be, that launch you around. Okay. Boss time. Oh, I suck. One more cycle ought to do it. There we go. And cutscene. And with no rings, now you have to do these two bosses. That one's fairly simple. Still a little nerve-wracking though, since you have no rings, and you're hitting just inches away from its hitbox. Now, the safe way to beat this guy is to wait for whenever his feet go down. And his claws not sticking forward. You can attack him more aggressively, but you have to be much more precise, and I'm not speedrunning right now, so I'm not too worried about doing the quick and not safe way. There. Okay. Still nerve-wracking. Even after beating it many times. Cord accidentally came unplugged there, I had to plug it back in. My controller. That was a pretty good run, other than one unfortunate death in Metropolis. Now I have to ask myself, what do I do next? Sonic CD or Sonic 3 Knuckles? Because, I mean, I have the Christian Whitehead Sonic CD is the one that was part of this pack. It's a really good version of the game. It's a much newer version of the game, but chronologically, in terms of the order they released, if I'm going through the classic Sonics like that, Sonic CD released pretty close to the same time as Sonic 2. They're basically made concurrently by two different teams. Do 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 do. Oh, it didn't give me a try again. I wonder why. Huh. That's cool. Normally, you know, it'd show all the emeralds there. That's cool. Well, that's Sonic 2. I'm going to take a little break. And then I'm going to be back with one of the other games, one of the other classics here shortly.